What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Reviews. I'm Steve Trezza.
Scott Burnett.
Ed Good.
And today...
I wanted Steve to pull his host card and be like, "Not till I'm done."
I was trying to throw a coming at you like a freight train.
And today we're reviewing The Flash.
Steam engine.
Let's start that over. What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Reviews. I'm Steve Trezza.
Scott Burnett.
Ed Good.
And today we are reviewing The Flash entitled The Trap.
It's a trap!
It's a trap!
Emma Blackmore, go!
I'm not gonna do one.
You got the Star Wars shirt on.
Yeah, shut up.
So, we start off from last episode. Barry, Cisco, and Caitlin are in the time vault.
The time vault. But they named it real quick. They answered my question, so if you look back at last week's review, which you should, and go and watch it before you watch this one, I was like, how did the time vault open? It turns out Barry made it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so
there you
I
go.
love that. Like, why, when he says to Gideon, why would you do what I told you? Whatever I told you. She goes, because you created me. I was like, that is so cool.
It's a bit Terminator 2.
We find out a lot just within that sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
He got so excited he dropped his pen.
I dropped my mini pencil. We find out that Barry gets a promotion. He's director of the forensics.
He marries Iris.
Marries Iris, the date of his disappearance, and that Barry created Gideon. And she was like, the Flash, founding member of the... And he cuts her off.
Also known as the Flash, founding member.
What are you?
But they were gonna touch upon that, which is sweet. And you know what? Like I much more want the Justice League incarnated into a TV series rather than a series of.
There's Justice League Unlimited and Justice.
I was about to say, just watch those. There you go, the end.
But the thing is, I don't think they're gonna go straight Justice League because it might confuse some folk. They might do Justice.
They're not, and they're
Where
never.
are their folk? How would it confuse?
It's sad though because they're never going to put.
People are dumb.
They're never going to put Batman and Superman into. Into that universe. They're not. They're just not going to do
Maybe
it.
they can get some characters from Gotham and cross.
Right, we'll get some Robin.
They're not going to do it. But whatever. Anyway.
And Smallville was the earlier show.
So, and they get out of the vault just in time before Dr. Wells gets there. And
because Barry's fast and he carries people.
And Dr. Wells is evil.
Yeah.
And slow.
In his menacing tiny wheelchair.
Yeah. Which...
No, I can't do anymore. We're going to get sued for the rights to the Jaws thing.
No, it's only good if you only do it for 5 seconds. And then
although
okay.
he could have, just ran, but
Yeah.
whatever, he didn't.
Well, he didn't know, I guess.
So then, we have the whole team's onto them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Cisco keeps having these flashbacks.
Yeah, his memories from the past when Barry went back in time keep flooding in. So his timelines keep crossing over.
Mm-hmm.
So then Barry's like, I kind of know why that happened because I accidentally went back in time a little bit and I had to do a whole day over again. Can he?
Yeah.
There's a time. I remember that exactly.
Yeah. Blew everyone's mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Then we get.
I love Joe's reactions to all the crazy shit.
If it never happened, how can Cisco remember it?
I don't know.
I went back in time. Well, yeah, we know. He goes, no, I kind of did it already.
Yeah.
No, like me. Like me.
Yeah.
Not future me, but me.
Or not Mimi from the Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're really thinking that one out.
Wow. Pulled that one out.
Put up a picture of Mimi.
So.
On it!
So because
I'm
of Cisco's memories, we get science magic again.
Oh, the most science magic.
Yeah.
They used all the science magic in this episode.
Actually, not really, because
Bullshit!
They went to his dream.
They actually, if you like I Fucking Love Science on Facebook, which many people do.
Great.
There was an article not too long ago that said that they are making a machine that can make you lucid dream.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's basically what they did. Except
making
Cisco,
it in Starlight.
except you can't.
Except
when
they
you,
just
when you
wore
lucid
sunglasses.
Dream, when you lucid dream, you can't
talk
to people who are not in the dream.
Yeah, he's just
so,
he's like
communicating with people.
They're
through
trying
the
to
dream.
figure out how to make him talk, and then Wells wheels over. He's like, 42 hertz, and he just drives away he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wells completely knows they're onto him,
Yeah.
and you find out later on in the episode
Yeah.
because
Yeah, just
he was spying on them the whole time.
keeping Tom.
Yeah.
So
Keeping Tom Cavanaugh.
Hey, but he knows their and that's scary. He knew every step.
Yeah.
So that must make them feel real dirty inside.
You
Every
kind of
move you make.
You kind of know that
I'll be watching you.
You kind of know that he knows this, just by his actions. He always has that half smirk on that's just I know what you're doing.
It's like when a parent knows you did something wrong, but they ask you anyway to see if you're gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's the
That
whole
is that
season.
face.
It's the whole season.
It's like,
that face.
oh, you really? the bird.
But then you see the flashbacks are cool when Barry's in the hospital.
Yeah.
So you see Barry's gonna die, and then Joe allows Wells to save him. There's this one scene where Wells like stands over his body, and he's like, "Oh look, you're so young, you're so innocent." He's like, "I'm gonna kill you, but not now."
I could kill you. Right now. So easy.
Like, and he even says he's like, "You're so young," and he goes, "It almost makes me forget all the things."
So like, what did Barry do? So do you think Barry is like a bad guy? Not bad guy, but like
no.
Do you think Barry's more, like
they're just arch enemies?
but do you think Barry walks the line more
No.
in the
So
future?
here's the reason why he's so the
And he had the
reverse
new logo,
flash.
which is cool.
The reverse flash, yeah, and that Cisco said something.
Yeah.
About it. So the reverse flash, the reason why he hates Barry is because he wants Barry to go back and change something. All right, Eobard Thawne comes from the future, and something that somebody he doesn't save or something like that, changes or makes the future happen. Thawne wants him to do it differently, and Barry says no. So that Eobard Thawne takes to heart and is like, well, the reason why you won't do this is because you haven't experienced tragedy like I have. So I'm gonna make you experience tragedy to make you do this thing. And that's why, like, Reverse's Flash's, again, like, his hatred of Barry is because Barry won't change the future.
Okay. That's actually really cool. It makes sense. Back to the hospital. Iris is there crying like, "Oh my God, Barry!" And then she touches his hand, and there's like a little spark, which plays in later.
Yep.
So what happens from here on out? From after that?
The confrontation between the team and Reverse Flash. They try to trap him in the dream.
Okay, yeah. So
in the dream, they go through, and then you see the scene from when Barry went back in time, where Cisco
Vibrate hand and all.
Yep.
So they try to, and we see that whole scene from a couple episodes ago, and
they
then
try to get Wells.
They try to recreate it.
They try to get Wells to confess, basically.
Mm-hmm. Which then they make the reverse force field now for the Reverse Flash, so that like Cisco can be protected when he's in there. But they're protecting him for when a speedster can go through. But what if Wells just like regularly walked in?
No, it's the Speed Force.
So
it's like the tachyon particles, or
right?
whatever.
So technically,
it's not like he was using his powers.
Even if he's not using his powers, his body is still generating from the Speed Force, so he wouldn't be able to go through.
And their bodies are actually vibrating all the time.
Okay.
Ladies.
So then you see that Wells walks through it, and then you finally see that it's not Wells. It's
well, Joe like. He sees that he's going to kill Cisco. Joe, like, slow motion fires 3 bullets. Barry catches 2 of them, and it hits Wells in the chest. And I was like, oh.
I think everyone kind of said that.
No, I did not. Yeah. I was the only one. I have a witness.
Dev a goddamn nerd cookie because he figured it out.
Devin was. He was sitting right across from me, and he's like, "It's Everyman!" And then all of a sudden, he just turned into
Because I was like, why else would they have such a cool villain in last week's episode?
Yes.
So what I liked about that was, throughout the season, it shows how Wells is so willing to use the metahumans that he's captured. So you're like, well, maybe that's why he's...
Well, he used Gurner.
He did. Poor man's Colossus.
Yeah. Exactly. So, like, it was... Literally, it's like, that's the reason why he wants them all in this containment center.
He wants an army
that he can use at his disposal.
Yeah. Like, thanks for all the cores, Barry. Now I get to use them.
Yeah. And that's when Wells is like, "Oh, I've been spying on you this whole time." Then he was going to... Why'd he kidnap... Oh, he was going to kill Eobard? Or no, he was going to kill Eddie or something like that.
He was just going to...
He just... we think that he's gonna... No, we think that he's gonna go...
Kill
Iris.
Yeah, but he... Instead, now Iris and Eddie or Eddie's about to propose to Iris. There's this whole backstory where Joe doesn't want her to because Joe knows that
who cares?
She's meant for Barry.
Which I kind of thought was... I thought they were going to go a different route with that. I thought it was just because, like, Joe's like, "No, you're a cop, and it's too soon," and this and that.
He was just like, "Nah.
No, I know you, my daughter should be with my adopted son, so..."
This isn't creepy at all.
So I think he was going to kill
for the record,
Iris.
In marriage certificates, when you apply for marriage, it asks you if you are related to the person.
You're not technically
by
related.
marriage, or by marriage, by blood, or by adoption.
You know, that's even more creepy.
And
because
if you
they have
check
to put it
off-
on paper, so how often does that happen?
And if you check off blood, they pull a lever and you drop into a fucking incinerator. Gross.
Good. Take that, Brady Bunch.
But anyway, civil court aside, he tries to go kill Iris. Barry saves them. He just like moves.
Well, first Reverse Flash comes,
Yeah.
and just takes Eddie away.
Yeah.
And then Barry shows up.
Yeah.
And Barry tells Iris like to get somewhere safe, and
He
then
runs. He
runs. They hand touch.
Yeah.
And that spark happens.
Well, he
again.
was the Flash, obviously. He was moving.
And he
his
does
face
the
around.
Flash, yeah. And that spark happens again, and then that's when she's
Barry?
like, yeah, Barry, and then that's at the end of that. You see for that part.
Flash reveals himself to Eobard as a distant
Relative.
Right.
And he just kind of takes the ring and just like throws it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's like,
this is a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Think of another idea.
So do you
and
think Eddie's gonna wind up being a bad guy?
I don't know. It looks like it, but
I'm just surprised, like, Eddie's, like, not just gonna try and kill himself. Like, I gotta save my buddy in the future. Time to pound my head until I die.
but also you kind of like they've made Eddie into this likable character now. So now you're kind of he's
I
kind
think
of
that's why he's gonna
have
have He needed to be high to have that downfall.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna turn bad. Basically,
Because Iris is gonna leave him.
Reverse Flash just says,
Insurance policy.
just says to him like I need you to do something, right? And then that's it. He don't find out what it is.
No,
yet.
no. He's just, I can keep you around just for insurance policy, I thought. And that was it. I don't remember him telling you how to do something for him.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember more. It was not as necessary.
I don't know what the insurance policy could be.
If he dies, so does Wells.
But
Yeah.
the same thing, like
He's changing the future by just
Right.
like keeping him captive.
well, no,
unless
but I
what
think it's
happens.
more he. I don't think he says insurance policy.
My friend. They're simply my insurance.
But I think he's like, well, he's like, I have Eddie. If anything happens to Eddie, the future will change, and you can't change the future. Yada yada yada. So he's gonna use that as leverage against Barry.
Did he just kill himself?
could-
Then Reverse
I could
Flash
see that.
disappears. Problem solved.
I can see it as being more of an indirect effect kind of thing. Like, you already know that when something changes, the entire future will change.
And at the end, Wells reveals himself to everyone, and
Yeah.
that's where they find he's been spying on them the whole time, and he's been onto him the whole time.
That surprised me.
Now it's like
Yeah.
they can't go back to Star Labs.
Yeah.
can they?
Nope.
Right?
Well, I mean,
They
technically,
can't go anywhere.
I mean,
Because
Well, they were
technically-
already doing work in
Barry's
apartment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's where we're gonna be. But he
And
knows.
it's weird, like a warehouse apartment. I don't know where.
well, time to hang out with Roy again.
He knows-
I mean, Ray. God damn it.
He knows everything though. Like he knows where their secret base is and everything. He knows like
all your
everything
base
that's
are
about us.
belong to us.
So he knows so
Wow,
much
real
about
back.
them. So where this can go is just it can go anywhere from here. And
Next
next
gonna be
week,
a pretty packed 2 episodes, 3 episodes.
yeah.
3 episodes left.
I thought
Yeah.
it was 2.
Nope, 2 episodes of Arrow, 3
Okay.
of Flash.
Because Arrow's gonna need to be in the Flash finale.
Yeah,
Right.
and I don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be awesome. I just have
So
a feeling.
good!
Yeah,
Barry, move!
Firestorm's coming back. Arrow's coming in. We might get the Atom. Who knows?
If he doesn't fucking shrink this season, I'm gonna go to wherever their office is. I'll poop in their mailbox.
Yeah,
So-
that's
Wait, you have to go to their office to poop in their mailboxes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mail them. Poop.
You know how many mailboxes they probably have in that office?
I don't care. I'll eat.
So
I'm pooping in
Anyway.
my Palmer's mailbox.
anyway, next episode we get Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
it's called Ground Lives. That's the next
It
episode.
looks awesome.
Yeah, it actually looked pretty
And
good.
he looks really good.
Yeah, he does. For a CG television gorilla.
And that's what I meant.
Yeah.
For like you said,
And
for
like,
CG
put all their
on-
and
money
like
in.
Wells has control of him because Wells like.
They can only put him in one episode because
Not control. I
that's
think
all
they're
they
just
can-
more like buddy.
Well,
Yeah, I think they're
and
more
if-
That I want to see that show. Grodd
Wells
and Reverse
and
Flash,
Wells,
but like,
Frog and Wells.
but like,
Oh,
like,
you.
like kind of like a shoving buddy show on Fox where it's like Grodd
One-
and Reverse Flash, and then they like lean
One's
up
a
against each
quickster.
other.
Show him the
so
shoulder.
I don't-
One's a speedster, one's a gorilla. Like,
So it's not that he has control. Like
Grodd, you didn't do the dishes again. Smash. Okay, sorry.
In one of the previews or trailers, you see when Grodd captures Joe, you see him look over and Grodd is saying something, and he's like, looks over and Grodd has written "father" all over the wall. So that's what it is. It's Grodd sees Wells as his father.
Oh yeah, because they were like he was like in the lab already, and
Yeah.
he talked to Grodd in the pre.
Right. So it's more. It's not that he has control of him. It's he's trying to appease Wells.
Oh, $10 says Wells dies at the end, and that's what pisses Grodd off even more, and then he becomes the season bad of season 2.
I hope Wells doesn't die at the end. But
Yeah,
well,
I want to get Wells as a good guy.
Nah.
Like,
Nah, won't
no. Listen,
Nope.
shit happens with the future shit. Eobard never takes Wells'
Okay,
body.
okay. So you want actual
so then
Harrison Wells.
actual Harrison
Oh, I
Wells,
gotcha.
not like the Reverse Flash
Yeah,
is
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So-
Actual Harrison Wells, because people are still going to be working around him and like remember when you were a bad guy? And he's like, nope, I was dead. Like, I want to see that, like, dynamic.
So I don't think that-
Reverse
I don't think
Flash,
that
a good
they'll-
guy?
yeah.
What are you, some kind of idiot?
I don't think that they'll kill him. I think that they will leave it as a defeat victory.
Yeah.
Where
Deathstroke.
he goes
Like Deathstroke.
right. Like
He's too good to kill. He's like
He's such a good actor.
I don't even think that they'll like capture him. I think something's gonna happen where
He's gonna get away.
he gets away and gets to go back to the future. You know, like, and they see it as a victory because he's not there anymore to mess with them. But it's also a defeat because he got away.
Yeah. I hope they don't kill Wells either. It's just the thing with these shows is like the bad guys are so good and they're in so many
so
episodes that you
likable.
get attached to them.
Even in
Yeah.
Arrow, too. Roz is so good.
Nah, I
so
don't
good.
really give a shit if Roz dies or not. But
I like Roz.
but you know, Deathstroke in season 2, I loved him, and I was glad
my
that they
God.
didn't kill him because I was like, can't wait to see him come back, and then they fucked that up. But anyway,
It's a villain that you
He
love
was
to
even
hate.
like, he's even like,
Sidetracking
the
your
actor
guys.
was like outwardly upset. about
But
it.
anyway, so
so check out our other reviews. We saw Age of Ultron and reviewed that, so check that out. Check out our Game of Thrones review. Check out Arrow and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
And thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed,
Click those buttons.
go like us on Facebook. Search Cool Nerd Show on Facebook and on Twitter at Cool Nerd Show. Follow us there. We post all good shit. We used to do a news segment, but now we're just kind of posting news to Twitter.
And with the TV season ending soon, the next 3 weeks, we'll be doing a lot more news and video game segments.
Yep.
Shorter segments.
Long playthroughs. Stay tuned for this weekend. I believe we're doing a pilot for a new segment called Get Smashed and Button Mash, where we drink, and we're going to be playing Alien Isolation on Saturday night.
Right before the fight of the century.
No, probably right after.
Right after the fight of the century.
Yeah. So we're going to do that, and it should be fun. You can either tune in live on twitch.tv/coolnerdshow, or we're going to be uploading the entire stream onto YouTube, so you can watch it there as well.
As well. Check us out.
You can only watch it if you're in a wheelchair.
We'll see you guys over there.
Well, maybe I'll wheel on down there.